Hello, Mrs. Lee. What has brought you in today?
Well, Nurse Brittany, I was concerned about my baby's physical development.
Let's sit down and discuss your worries. All right, Mrs. Lee, let's begin with how old your baby is.
My husband Dante and I have a baby boy, Cade, who just turned 10 months yesterday. He is my first child, so I am not quite sure what to look for in his physical development from now until his birthday.
How exciting! As you already know, a lot goes on in a child's physical development during the first year of life, so let's take a look at what specific changes you will be witnessing in the next 2 months. Since you mentioned that Cade just turned 10 months, I'm assuming that he has already began to gain weight, teeth, and drool more often.
Oh yes. This has made breastfeeding somewhat difficult at times. He also loves to sit up by himself, crawl everywhere, and turn from his back to his stomach as well. He also said his first word "dada" the other day. Sometimes, when we play around, he imitates silly facial expressions that we make, and it is just the cutest thing.
Aw, how sweet. Thankfully, all of these accomplishments are very on track with Cade's age and development. In the next month you should witness Cade trying to pull himself to a standing position using some support. If you continue to interact with him like you are, he should be able to start clapping. In fact, at 10 months old most children are also able to vocalize 1 or 2 words.
I can't wait for him to start standing. What do you suggest my husband and I do to encourage this behavior?
You can both help him stand by allowing him to hold your hands while trying to balance on his own. Make sure to offer praise when appropriate to encourage this action. He will most likely attempt to stand on his own while hanging onto his crib or other furniture, so keep a lookout so that he doesn't fall and hit his head on anything hard.
He is such a busybody, so I will do my best. If he will start standing soon, when do you think he will be able to walk?
Normally, children start walking with assistance at 12 months, but this can vary from child to child. However, by the time he is 12 months, he should be able to sit down after standing without your help.
That is so exciting to think that my little baby will be able to do so much in such a short time. Recently, I have been thinking about weaning Cade, but I don't want to have to spoon feed him all the time. What do you suggest?
Actually, it is common for children to be able to eat finger foods by themselves at 12 months. Keeping this in mind, you can start to gradually wean at your own pace. Speaking of eating, on his birthday, Cade should be almost triple the weight he was at birth. So, to determine if he is eating enough, you can track his weight.
You are so helpful. All right, so I mentioned that my husband and I frequently interact with Cade. Is there anything in particular that we need to be doing?
Since Cade will be keeping you on your toes, you will need some time to relax. A good way to do this is to sit down with him and read. During this time he will most likely want to have a conversation. Make sure to encourage conversation and help him handle his emotions.
I love reading and I can't wait to share that with him. You mentioned that Cade will be gaining weight, but what about his height?
Cade should be gaining about 1 centimeter per month, so you may not be able to recognize it until a few months have passed.
You have been so great by letting me know how my baby will continue developing. I also appreciate your advice.
I am happy to help, Mrs. Lee. You are more than welcome to call me anytime with any questions you may have. Oh, and feel free to bring Cade on a visit sometime.